Hey gang, so here we go. We are going to be starting our Cyberpunk playthrough here. I am actually picking off from where I left off in the original playthrough. I have not played this game in, God, I think over a year. Has it been 2 years? I don't know. It's been a hot minute since I jumped back in this game, so it's going to take me a little while to learn the controls.
Night City! Yesterday's body count lottery.
So the last time I played this was April 20th, 2022. So yeah, it's been a hot minute. All right, so right off the bat, I know that one of the things that's changed on this is the actual character. So here we go. Due to significant changes in gameplay mechanics, your perks have been reset and your perk points have been refunded, allowing you to rebuild your character however you like. Well, I am going to obviously rebuild my Netrunner, since that is exactly how I built this character. So I'll be back in a minute. And so in that time, enjoy the trailer for Phantom Liberty.
This is it. Trust me.
You know I do. Tell me I'm right where you wanted me. Now tell me I'm out of this goddamn town.
Nobody on you. I just caught surveillance cams.
Adios, Night City.
Should be back in the homeland by 2 a.m.
Yeah. What about you? Get your ticket out yet?
I hear the government's sealing a deal.
I told you. You're the president's favorite. You're gonna walk out of this on a red carpet.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, you deserve it. I wouldn't be alive if it wasn't for you. You know what I'm thinking about right now?
Tell me.
Taco stand back home. First thing I'm gonna do when I get off this train is head right there. I swear those quesadillas come to me in my dreams.
Place sure sounds tasty.
Yeah. You were the one that took me there in the first place?
Yeah. I remember now.
Wow. Listen, when this is all over, you gotta take a break, you hear me? Tell me, do you copy? So we got a passenger and he's carrying. I think we might be compromised. Can you hack the trap? Show me.
So me, you want a pill? So me,
Excuse me, Madam President.
pill? It's going to be a long flight.
No, thank you.
I wouldn't be alive if it wasn't for you.
And we're back. So this is kind of what I'm going with. I'm not 100% sure what these new skills do. I'm going to kind of do a quick blast and kind of go over it. Hope you enjoyed that intro. It's pretty badass that they got Idris Elba. So the yellow ones are obviously the ones that I picked. I tried to kind of emulate the original character I had, but they've really changed up some of the perks. So we'll find out if I actually got close enough or not. I might have to play around with it a little bit and then come back in and change this later. So painkiller, health regen in combat, plus 1% health regen. I had something similar to this in the old version. Plus 10% for each nearby enemy. There's a lot of times where you're getting swarmed by a lot of people where that'll help. There's other things in here that I wouldn't mind. I don't usually sprint, I usually sneak. Blood pump, I don't usually use the blood pump, although who knows, I might. Yeah, there's a few in here. As you can see, my body was an 18, so that was something that I focused in on, but it seems like this is blunt weapons, which I didn't really do. They've got new vehicle options, which I'm real curious about, that they might have actually finally made the Nomad class a good one to play, and I think this character actually was a Nomad. Shotguns, LMGs, HMGs, I use a pistol, so that one didn't apply to me. I just kind of left that one off for now. So body, I think in the old version I had a very large one. Kind of curious with this. I'm not really seeing as many stealthy ninja ones as there were. So that was body. Reflexes filled this one out a bit. Again, this was assault rifles and SMGs, which I don't typically use, so kind of left that one blank for now, although this might be a chance to expand. Right up in here, this one's only a 9, so it's not really up there. There's a lot of things that kind of go along in here, but I went with slippery, makes you harder to hit, and then you can dash, which is another thing that I did. Then I kind of start going over into the blades, which I do have while you guys were studying Star Citizen, I was studying the blade. Yeah, I said it. But I got a lot of the blade perks. Might have to kick up reflex, I'm not sure. So it says Phenom is locked. I'm assuming in order to get... Yeah, here you go. So you got to have a 15 or a 20. I have a 9. So a little bit away from that one. Technical ability is an 18. I might drop this one, but tech plays so well with the hacker that it's almost a good idea to stick with it. All things cyber, so this should give my character a lot of ability to expand the amount of chrome in them. And tech will probably be the one that I kick up to get the edge runner level, which allows you, one of the things that the tabletop game had was the more chrome you had, the greater chance of going insane. And that's sort of what the cyber psychos were. And it looks like they're kind of implementing that with that if you don't have these perks, it actually cuts back on how much cyberware your character can actually have. And when I was looking at my character's inventory, some of the cyberware I used to have is now gone. And so, yeah, building this out was kind of important, almost as important as all the stuff I had for quick hacking. Up here in Cool. Cool is one of those that I seem to remember having Cool in the tabletop game, but in 2077 in this computer game, it wasn't as important. Like, it was very specific to like sniping and knives, which I don't really use the throwable weapons. Maybe I should. I've heard the knife build is kind of fun. But yeah, I just kind of focused on being able to be in cover and then doing more damage with the silence weapon, which my main weapon is the gun I started the game with, which is this one right here, which is Dying Night, which is the gun you start the game with, and then I just upgrade the hell out of it. I thought it would be cool to finish the game with that. But anyway, let's go into this so I can show you the rest of this. So that was it for cool. And then obviously the Netrunner attributes I went crazy on. So I did take the car quick hack. That seems really useful. I don't use smart guns, so I wasn't too wild about this one. This one only affects smart weapons, so again, I just didn't need to spend the points on it. I mostly went to this tree, obviously, which is just all the RAM recovery and overclocking and hitting things like that. I wasn't able to take all of them. Like this would be nice. Shadowrunner, nice little nod there. Minus 100% trace progress sounds kind of helpful. Siphon with a monowire. I think right now my character has the ballistic coprocessor, and I think, or the gorilla arms. And I don't remember why I went with the gorilla arms. I do have a legendary monowire, so I might switch off to that. You can see I've got Sir John Fallis stuff there. Obviously, this is going to be an adult playthrough. I don't even remember how to quick hack someone, but I would think I would have to do all that other stuff. Of course, I'm wearing all of Johnny's clothes, except for the hat, which I thought just kind of went on. Basically, I took crafting skills and made all of my stuff legendary, including Dying Knight. One thing I wanted to check was make sure that I can actually make legendary guns, and I think that you can just do it now, if I remember right. Because that was one of the reasons that I kicked up technical ability to 18 originally, was to unlock being able to do legendary weapons, and now I don't really need it. So I wonder if I could reset that. I don't think I can. I think your attribute points are stuck, but your perk points you can move around. Either way, they've unlocked more levels, so I can go above 50th. So Atom Smasher might not be as big a challenge in the end, or he might be more of a challenge because they fixed it up. But anyways, this is what we're going to go into the game with. So let's get rolling. I think the first thing I am going to do is go to Ripperdoc. Looks like this guy is the closest. Let's go ahead and make that. Location. Let's get into it. Victor Vector is calling. Of course, we're going to get a bunch of... What's Pan Am saying? I just realized a lot of this is cut off the screen, so I'm going to fix that. Hang on. Okay, so this is going to be a test run for the ultra wide. This is going to look weird on YouTube, particularly if you're watching on your TV, but let me know down in the comments if this works or not. This is going to be more setting up, and then the next episode we're going to jump in and actually start doing the missions and playing out Phantom Liberty. So let's get this. See what Pan Am has to say. Well, aren't you just full of surprises? I can imagine that must have taken or been quite an ordeal. Oh, hey, here we go. Hey, did you hear about that psycho that kidnapped kids and kept them somewhere out in the Badlands? Christ, what a sicko. I wouldn't be surprised if he was Raffin. Then I reply with, yeah, a real ugly affair that. Managed to help solve it with a badge from NC. One of the kids was his nephew. Well, aren't you a bag of... aren't you just full of surprises? Imagine that must have been quite the ordeal. Held those boys in stalls like cattle. Glad you didn't see that. I never told you this. Okay, fuck. I've never told this to anyone because I hate remembering it, but when I was little, my best friend was captured by Raffins. It was an accident, and she would have ended up a complete goner if Cassie hadn't come to the rescue. Some really bad things were about to happen, but Cass pulled out his revolver and the dust settled within seconds. But the kid's uncle, who is he anyway? And this is the mission that you do to kind of lock down River. Let's see. No, that isn't true. River was not my pick. I think I went with Judy. River Ward. He's a little like Cassidy, I suppose, minus the whole cowboy thing. Self-possessed, true. Unshakable and a man of principle. Maybe I don't know him all that well, but there's one thing I know for sure. I can come to him with anything and he'd take it seriously. I don't know any officers, but I haven't exactly heard good things about the police in Night City. Good to know there are exceptions. You always seem to draw the good folks to your side, V. That's a rare thing. Winky face. Alright, let's see. We got a bunch. New cyberware updates. Hey V, some implant soft updates just hit the streets. Completely fresh batch. System streamlining, new subroutines, expanded user settings, can be installed at any Ripper in the city. That's another thing that's changed this patch. Everything's available at each Ripper dock, so you can just go to the closest Ripper dock as opposed to having to go to a specific Ripper dock to get a specific piece of hardware, which is kind of nice. Good stuff. I'll check it out ASAP. Wise choice. I hate to see you going toe-to-toe with the competition at a disadvantage. Can I get this soft at your clinic? Of course you can. Drop by anytime. Okay. Carriuridine. I will hold off on that for now. Cars for sale. My cars are pretty badass, but I know you, V. Know what you want. What you need. Hop on AutoFixer and don't say I didn't tell you so. Yeah, okay. Ooh. Lizzie Wizzy is back? Okay, we might have to do that one. I played through that one in my previous playthrough. Body count lottery. Congratulations, you picked the correct number in today's body count library. We're gonna leave that one for now. So let's get in our car and go to the Ripper dock. What do I want to be driving? Yes. Oh, I missed that car. Where is it?
V? Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Whoever you are.
Good. It worked. My name is Somi. Just call me Songbird, though. I know who you are. Know your situation, your problem. And I can save your life.
Alright, Songbird. Got my full attention.
Glad to hear that. You must have questions, and I'll answer them in due course, shortly. But first, I need you to get to that swollen appendix of Night City called Dogtown.
Dogtown. City within Night City. Know of clans who tried to establish footholds on the black market there. Never managed to stake any claims. Hell, some plane never made it back.
Their mistake. One you won't repeat.
Fine. No clue what I'm stepping into, but no risk, no reward.
Thank you. I appreciate this, truly. Dogtown's main gate. Be there as soon as you can. I'll make contact again then.
This is one elaborate haze. Or a fucking lifeline.
Forgot what the horn button is. This looks a little better on my new rig. We're in California. We can drive like this. It's cool. Peace out, getting hit. Alright. Glad I didn't kill you with this. Or that. Alright, let's see. How do I put stuff away? Uh-oh, that ain't good. I don't remember how to crouch either. Was it X? Nope. Z? C? There we go, it's C.
Great. So, as I was saying.
Okay, here we go. So I am going to go in and get this stuff, and I'll show you what I get at the end.
Let's make this quick.
Okay, so this is what I ended up going with. I ended up spending a lot of money that I didn't have. I've hit kind of the limit here, so in order for me to get more cyberware, I have to get that edge runner skill, which is leave its body. No, that's pain to gain. There it is, Edge Runner. This is the one that allows your cyberware capacity to be up to a maximum 50 points. At the cost of point minus 5% max health per point. Ooh, so you could lose, what, 25 points of health? Am I reading that right? That might not be worth it. But the advantage is that now you can sort of see these little arrows here. You can actually upgrade these without getting more cyberware. So what did I get? It kind of confused me. I had to click on it a lot because I had cyberware that was showing here, like the gorilla arms, the eyes, and my cyber deck were all there, and I had to reinstall everything even though I already had it. But anyway, so things that I installed was X-Disk, and this is gonna help net hacking. So plus 6 RAM, plus 17 upload speed for quick hacks, which is a BFD. Let's see, gives you a headshot multiplier and a reload speed, so that is pretty useful. You've kind of got these other little bonuses down below in the light blue, and I can't both circle it and go to here, so you just have to trust me. Down there below the intelligence attuned. My intelligence in this game is a 20, not in real life, it's like a 3, but in the game it's a 20, so anything that's intelligence attuned is going to be, it's going to have a lot of simpatico with it. So increases RAM recovery by 0.17%, plus 2 RAM, that's all good. Tektronic Rippler is one of the best decks in the game. I'm not sure if it's still amazing, if this one is still the one, because one of the advantages of this one is that it used to be able to bleed over to other people, so you go to quick hack someone and it would immediately start jumping to other people. Allows you to perform quick hacks to enemies while scanning. That's how you do quick hacking. Plus 15% weapon damage against enemies affected by non-combat quick hacks. Plus 40% damage with combat quick hacks when immediately followed by a non-combat quick hack. Plus 5 RAM. When activating overclock, automatically upload reboot optics and weapon glitch to all enemies. That's... I might have to play with that. So a tier 1, extract data, initiate overload, all those. Tier 2, friendly mode. So this is what you can do with vehicles and stuff. Okay, gotcha. This is divisive vehicles, so like turrets. You can put turrets into friendly mode. Sonic Shock, take control of a turret, initiate overload of a turret, and floor it with a vehicle. That's kind of cool. So what I might do instead of investing in more cyberware is actually focus on those upgrades. This has upgrades, but it doesn't look like the upgrades... Like, this clearly tells you the tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4. Interesting. So this one, headshot damage. I've got a lot of those that bump up headshot. Just, I used to be a good shot in this game. We'll see if I still am. 10 times optical zoom when scanning or aiming. I think they all do that. Plus, it's, again, intelligence attuned, so 0.05 to all dealt damage per attribute or point. So I've got 20 points. That's going to be, what, 0.2 damage? Am I doing the math right? 0.4 damage? Oh, current total, plus 1%. So yeah, it's not bad. It's just a little bonus. Skeleton, this lets me jump. No, that's armor. I picked up that one, the bionic joints. I picked that up. And it increases your ricochet damage, which my hands, these can actually do the ricochet. There are some new skeletons that are quite a bit more powerful than this, so I might be picking those up, because armor is now in your cyberware, not in your clothing. And I used to have really heavily armored clothing, and now the clothing is just clothing. I'm wearing leather pants just like the Lizard King. Body attuned, I do have a body of 18, so that helps. Current total is plus 9, which helps. Mitigation, strength, health item effect, damage over time resistance. Pretty nice. Again, you can upgrade it. I don't know what the upgrades do on that. This one lets you ricochet, like I was saying. Second heart. This one is a must-have if you go for the hero ending, which I will probably try to do again. I've got the maximum empathy with Johnny at the moment. We're like buddy now. So, yeah, we're gonna do that ending, but the second heart, when you're going through that solo, way harder, and the second heart just immediately brings you back to life. Long cooldown, 240 seconds, so 4 minutes you gotta stay alive, but you can do it. But then it pulls you right back to 100%. Micro rotors, I don't remember, what does this do? Melee damage. Health item recharge, grenade recharge, plus 23. So I got this one for the sword fighting. I think this is one of the ones I paid for. But again, you can upgrade it. So I don't know what that does, but we'll find out. Krasnikov is the one that lets you slow down time. Always useful. When allows you to aim while you're sliding, running, or dodging. Slows down time 60% by 3.5 for 3.5 seconds. And again, reflex attune. My reflexes aren't that high. Again, gives you a headshot bonus. I've got a bunch of headshot bonuses, so that one's up at like 15%, 20%. So here's another plus 2% headshot plus weak spot. Decreased enemy vision, bonus stealth damage, quick hack damage. So again, plays with kind of my stealthy quick hacker or net hacker. Legs, this is the one that lets you double jump. Is this one attuned? This one's attuned to reflex, so again, I'm not getting the full benefit out of this since my reflexes are relatively low. And this is all my armor, so I got a proxy shield, which is new. I actually bought this one, so that's one of the reasons that my money is now down to 13,000. Optical camo was one that I had, but it didn't have installed. And then subdermal armor, so these I will probably be upgrading a lot, and this I'll probably be upgrading a lot. I'll probably pull this and get a like titanium skeleton or something, but that stuff costs money, yo, so we gotta run missions. So let's pop on out. Yeah, I think we're good. And I need to remember how to put away guns, so hang on a sec. Holster unholster weapon is B. Okay, that's what I needed. And actually, I need to look at this. Is it just straight up inventory? I think it's just straight up inventory. So if I go here, yeah, now I've got room for these. So cripple movement is pretty useful. All of my hacks were system collapse, so I don't have 2 of those. Let's find out. Knocks out the enemy without making noise by crippling them. Overheat is a good one. Cripple movement. I think that one was really useful against Atom Smasher at the end. Hey, spoilers if you haven't seen it. But do I want it now? I kind of want an ability to take people out without killing them. So let's leave that on. Okay, you know something? I think we are ready to rock. Yeah. Alright, out we go. Only cost me 40k.
One shit, why don't ya?
Yeah. Trying to get me to buy that car. Just want what's best for you. My god, dude. Have you seen my car? This is... Oh, hey, is there no one in this? I don't know what I just did.
Where there's smoke, there's Vargas.
Alright, so I'm gonna have to go through and set that up again. But we need to go to Dogtown. And gang, I think I will call it here for you guys. And for me, I'm gonna go pick a fight. Actually, we will parallel park right here. Like a glove.